Fred.
Hi, Peter.
It's been a while.
Oh, yes. I've been away for a while. I was not feeling well.
to talk to you because the last time we met, we fought, guys.
Yeah, we had our first fight. And
First fight?
That was our first fight.
I wouldn't say it's a fight. I think it was a disagreement.
But I call it fight because it was fun.
How was it fun? I was serious.
But I had fun. It's fun when you have a partner and then you fight. It's fun, And she's my podcast.
And we did not even meet halfway. We're not able to get to the middle.
You see, that is one thing I like about being friends. When you finish fighting, there's no need to talk about it. You just move on. As if like nothing happened. That's what happened. So I like it.
No.
She's awesome.
No.
Don't drag it. Let's just go straight.
No, we have to talk about maybe not right now. But
okay, don't worry. Don't worry. You just recently celebrated your birthday, right?
I know.
Yeah, so I'll take you on a date and then we'll talk about it.
You sure?
I'm very positive.
I'll take your word for it too. The weather was different this time around. I had a lot of love, gifts, cash. Unlike last year, it's like nobody even remembered. But
this year
was fun, and I really appreciate everybody who took time to wish me, give me gifts. Even today, I got a gift. Right?
Hey,
I know. It's like I'm still celebrating, and I appreciate
so the cash aspect of it, like
yes, the cash.
My Momo is still working.
Boy, I'm the one celebrating my birthday.
But there's nothing wrong if you send me like, oh, maybe you've got like 5K, so just take this 1K and take. Don't worry, you'll get your Momo. Me, I don't send Momo. Me, I do bank transfer. Momo is for the small boys,
No, say. Today's conversation is a bit because you're not married, so I'm gonna ask you.
I'm married actually.
Boy, be for real.
Okay, I'm married. So far as I'm concerned, I'm married. I don't know why you think.
Because I'm your body, so I should know who you're married to. I should know when you got married. So the better question is, when are you getting married?
It was a private wedding and a secret wedding. It was just me and the family members. Okay, all right. Let's go.
So when are you married?
You see,
as long as I know you are not.
With this topic of marriage, anytime someone asks me, what I always tell them is, God time is the best.
God's time is the best.
Yes,
so
that's
you're
what
waiting on God to what?
To give me the direction. Not deliver per se, but to give me the direction that so now you are ready to go and get married.
So personally, you are not ready.
Personally, I feel like I'm not ready because the ladies now, you don't just have to get up and just be like, maybe age-wise, you might have gotten to the stage where you want to get married. But there's a whole lot of things that involves before you take the step of getting married. And that has to be, you have to be physically ready, psychologically, financially.
I hear you. Actually, I agree.
Yeah, so for now,
the dating pool has changed so much.
Yeah.
It's different outside.
It's not pleasant outside anymore.
It's different. It's so
the street is not safe. The street is not
Gen
safe
Zs
anymore.
have turned it around.
I'm telling you, the street is not safe anymore.
It's so different. Anyways, they were talking about DNA, like DNA test. So as a man, would you ever ask your wife, let's make it formal, like your wife, or even a baby mama, if like someone says she has given, like she's pregnant for you, you make sure they go
Will you be my baby
9
mama?
months.
Okay,
Be for real, boy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go through all the 9 months, you take care of hair, hospital bills, buying baby clothes and all that. What will make you want to have a DNA test?
See, Beta, this question or this topic about DNA test, you will realize that recently it has been trending a lot. And I feel like the reason why right now it has become so popular or trending topic now, it's simple because of you ladies.
We ladies?
Yeah, you ladies.
What did we do?
You are the cause of everything. Like,
what did we do? Elaborate.
No, you see, again, I'll boil down to the recent ladies that we have. The disloyalty, the unfaithfulness is too much. You understand? So it is making some of the men have a very huge doubt when it comes to question of, are you the real father and all that? Do you understand what I'm saying? I recently came across a blog. Was it like, I think it happened in somewhere GH1 where one of the, is it a minister for something, stated that starting from January, yes, DNA is going to be like something mandatory that is going to happen. The moment you give birth, they
like
have
the
to test for.
government is going to make it like a practical step in
Yes.
family planning or whatever.
Yes, because you see, it is so disheartening for we young men. Imagine you taking care of a child, grow up, going to the university and all that. Then later you come to realize that
you're not the one who
you're not the
fathered that
one.
child.
Just imagine.
I can't imagine.
No, you can. It's because you're a lady.
I can't.
You see, it is so sad. And sometimes when you read some of these stories, like there's a story that came from, I think, Nigeria, where the man was traveling. I don't know if you saw that story online.
Yeah.
The man was traveling where they said, right now, practically, when you are traveling, you have to go through this kind of process of taking a DNA test and all that. So I think whereby he was going with the family or something. So the course of DNA test came inside, ran a DNA test and all that. And then the results that came out turned out to be like, all 3 children are not his. Just imagine. Do you think this man will ever have, like, would ever be normal again? Do you think?
I don't want to sound controversial, but you people do a lot of things, bad things to us. Now you find out you're not the father of the kid and you think, what, it's the end of the world.
I wouldn't agree with you on that too, because I know, because some of these men are actually good men.
Some of them are not.
Yes, I'm not arguing about, but some are also very good.
Right by their wives.
Let me tell you, let me give you a scenario that recently happened. A friend of mine came to my DM telling me that he's very sad and all that. We're just having a normal conversation. And I asked him what was going on. He told me that the girlfriend just confessed to him that she went to a normal birthday party, like the way you wanted to throw a birthday party and invite me. And then I'll come and see a nice babe there. And then, per what he was telling me, the girl says she met someone there, a guy there, through their dancing and everything. And then something happened. They just went to the washroom and then something happened.
Oh, you're talking to me as if I'm a kid. What do you mean something happened?
Oh,
it was a decision they chose to do.
Fine. It's a decision, I agree.
Happened.
So they ended up having sex.
They ended up doing a bad thing, which they decided.
I like the do the again. You understand? And now imagine something of this, okay? Then a pregnancy comes inside. You, the lady, you even be very, I don't know, you feel very bad to even come out to say the truth.
Yeah.
So you keep it to yourself and then you give it to the guy because you are with the guy.
I get it. That part of us not being honest with the actual.
Please, Yima, please edit that part, okay? I like make that place bold. She just confirmed the fact that you guys are what?
No, I'm not saying that it is right. It is absolutely not right.
Yeah.
Letting another father or another man father a child that he did not father. So it's not good. I get it. But I'm saying that we are not justifying it though. But some circumstances, it doesn't allow them to be truthful. Because
what circumstances will be that?
I wouldn't know. Honestly, I wouldn't know. People have the craziest reason why they'll keep these things themselves.
So you feel it will be okay for you to give?
It's absolutely not okay, no matter what they say.
So I feel like you should just come out, just say the truth. Baby, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. This thing inside me is not yours. You see, it ends there.
If I came to tell you that, babe, I'm pregnant by another man,
of course,
are you still gonna go ahead and marry me, or are we still gonna continue?
Oh, of course not. Of course not. But at least you saved me. No, but at least you saved me. Wouldn't you rather save me than to punish me and let me come and find out later on when the kids are grown?
Wouldn't I rather save you instead of saving me? When in the Bible did God say love your neighbor more than yourself? Yes, love your.
Can you hear? You see?
It never said more, so there is no way they'll be able to put the other man's interest,
sure.
even if they wanted to. As at the instance, I think it clouds their judgment on what to do, because they'll put themselves in a situation and be like, "What would this person do? What can I do? How do I survive the situation?" So as much as it's not good, the circumstance may have influence. It's never good. But I think maybe to some extent they should be able to tell. Some people have fathered people's children and they never know. They probably died.
Oh, Charlie.
I know. They probably died. If nothing happened to the kid, they need blood. If your father doesn't need anything, that would need like that. It's just that today's world is making it rampant, like you said. So it's, I'm sure in the couple of years back, people have fathered most kids that have no idea, and they genuinely love these kids. You understand?
It's true.
So
It's true.
you cannot blame well.
No, I blame the generation. If you say I
You
cannot
figure
blame,
say it's still the Gen Zs that are
yes,
causing
yes, I blame them. This generation, they go over you.
If you, as a man, how are you going to? So let me make the question.
Okay.
Are you willing to put your relationship with your woman at stake by asking her for a DNA test? Like out of the blue, what would make you put your relationship at stake? Maybe everything is fine. Something might be bugging you for you to want to ask. So, like, what would make you actually put a foot on that issue?
When the kid is misbehaving.
Oh, come on. We've all been through it. We've all misbehaved, and today we figure say we
No,
are
there are some kids, there are some kids. The moment you see their behavior, you realize that it's not from my own.
So because your kid,
No.
oh no, what kind of misbehavior are you talking?
Okay, so but that was just by the way though. But
because it doesn't.
no,
it
but
doesn't.
there's actually been stories where people would tell you that they had a feeling that this child is not theirs by the way the child was behaving. You understand? My mom kept telling me, or when we were growing up, we kept hearing blood is thicker than water, blood. There's actually a true meaning to that. It has nothing to do with what some of us actually thought it means. Okay, but what it actually means is that, you see, when you are related to someone, when the thing is yours, automatically there's some physical things that you have in connection with the person. It automatically shows.
It's not always so.
Yes, I'm not saying it's always, but no, of course, I don't look like my dad.
It's not even the physical resemblance. In terms of personality and attitude, it might be completely different. People genuinely
true.
act so different
It's
from
true.
their parents.
It's
but
true.
They share
But
the
you
same
see, exactly. But you see, that's where the instincts comes inside. You see, God gave us those instincts to pay attention to it. If something is not yours, it's not yours. Automatically, that instinct tells you that.
So when you are 100% sure in your head,
yes,
that this thing could go south, but you still want to know, you will really put your relationship on the line.
I tell you 100%.
Because
I'm going
if you
to
come
ask
me for a DNA test, and then after the DNA test, it turns out
it's my child.
It's your kids. It's not even one. Kids, what are you gonna do? I'm going to apologize. No, you see, I feel like no. So you can't apologize to me, baby. I'm very sorry. I doubted you. Then what?
No,
Because
I didn't
the next
doubt
minute
you.
we are eating and
no, I didn't doubt you. I feel like
No.
the need for asking for DNA test
come on.
shouldn't even be. I feel like it shouldn't even be based on the fact that I distrust you. I'm just trying to feel like to be sure. Okay.
It is distress for you to think
In
that
this
you're
generation,
dating or you really think that your woman is stepping out on you.
in this generation,
It is called distress.
in this generation, see, that's what I'm trying to let you understand.
Exactly. In this generation, it means that you distrust woman.
This see,
So it means that
you see,
you went into that relationship already distrusting the
no,
whole process.
no. You see, I may trust you, you understand, and I may believe in everything that you say. You see, me asking you for a DNA test, I don't think necessarily means I distrust you. It means fine, but it means
Plain
it means I'm only trying
to
be very sure, especially in this generation.
So you're telling me in the future, somewhere you find yourself with a Gen Z, nice woman, married, have kids, you are gonna have a DNA test.
Of course. Certainly.
For real.
Yes, for real.
Women don't step out like that.
Which women?
I'm not saying 100%. But it's you guys who keep stepping on
No.
others.
You see, the reason why I keep saying that I like the older generation, maybe your type of generation. You know, I always keep saying that we're brought up in a way that there are certain things automatically our instinct tells us it's wrong. So you won't even go doing it. This generation, their thinking is different. What you would tell them is wrong, they see it as right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But why are you thinking for them if you're not one of them?
I'm not thinking for them. That is what they do. And you can even testify to that.
I can't.
We see it.
I am not a Gen
Why don't you see it?
can't.
Your man's girlfriend is Gen Z.
Dear producer.
You understand? So you can see. So these are things that are, you see, frankly speaking, okay,
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten to an era where DNA test should be something that everybody should demand.
So you think that men today are pressured to take these tests?
We should take it. Aside from even being pressured, I feel like the ladies, the ladies should even understand the need for why the man would demand.
Let's go back to my previous question.
Okay.
Where you apologize if the kids are yours.
Yes.
And you figure what? Things are just gonna be okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That see, I feel like you ladies should understand that in where we've gotten to now in the world, see, you can trust someone, but the person can still do you bad.
So do you guys. You're always doing us bad.
We apologize, don't we?
So let's take the other instance where the kids are not yours.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. You see that feeling. Last time I was telling a friend that, you see, like the story I just shared about the Nigerian guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to feel. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll end up at Pantai. I don't know. Like I don't know because just imagine. No, even we. I'm telling you. No, even aside from even there are some certain things. Even let's put the DNA. Even we have things that even now minor things even breaks our heart. And sometimes we can't even control our emotions. And then imagine you getting to realize that all your children are not yours all these years. You know, sometimes it's not even about the fact that they are not your children. No, it's about the years that you've actually spent that believing or thinking that these are yours. You see, why? Like, when are you going to get someone else pregnant? How long is it going? By the time maybe the kid might even be getting to the age that they've gotten to, now maybe they are burying you. You understand what I'm saying?
I get.
I recently got another feel of a friend of mine also, the wife just gave birth, you know, and I had to even go and donate blood to help them. You understand? And he was telling me that, see, he never felt the need to actually give ladies the maximum respect, like cherish them, like the way right now, she's like he's feeling, because he had the opportunity to enter into the labor, to see the wife go through the delivery process.
So because of that, he doesn't respect women.
No, because of that, now he has a maximum respect for ladies. You understand?
So because he didn't know.
Yes. So exactly. So sometimes, you know, we take certain things for granted. Okay. Now he had the chance to see the wife go through all this kind of things. And he said, Charlie, there's no way.
There's no way. That going to mistreat the woman no more. I get it.
Look at what he just told me. Imagine someone having this kind of emotional connection now. Then later on, he comes to find out that the kid is not his.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from?
But I want you to put the fact how the person will emotionally feel. What are you going to do moving forward? Because if it's the other way around, you're going to apologize.
Yeah, I'll apologize.
What are you going to do if it's the other way around? Pack your things.
Oh, you see?
Or you accept my apology.
Oh, you see, you know, it also depends on the kid. I will accept your apology.
And so we'll stay together and move on.
That part, it is that part. The part of staying together, it is where it will be difficult.
But if it's the other way around, the part of staying together is very...
No, but you see, for me, I feel like certain things that ladies easily let go. It's very hard for a guy to let. I mean, it is a idea or it's standard. You guys should just accept that.
Are easy to step out, but when your woman step out, what
like that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Who make this?
No, I keep
make sense.
No, is it?
This kind of rule.
No, I keep telling people that
it's fine for you to step out.
I'm not saying it's fine. But
like my back's apart before I get home.
No, I keep telling people that.
And then you come and be like, baby, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I am so sorry. I
keep telling people that, you see, I'm not, and this is not me like agreeing to that go and cheat. But I keep telling people that, see, a guy cheating on a lady is different from a lady cheating on a guy. It's two different things. When we cheat, we see it to be normal. Society even agrees to the fact that it's normal.
Society doesn't agree. Society say marry them. You can marry 2 or 3. And in the 2 or 3...
if I tell you that, if I marry and I say I want to marry another one attached, will you agree?
That's what I'm getting. The 2 or 3, the second one has to agree that there's a first one. And still agrees to go.
Okay.
So it's choice.
You see, yes, you see, but you see, our brothers, our Muslim brothers, they do that.
Exactly. Openly.
And I like it. And I like it.
Not that you stepping out and I don't know where you are.
I don't know why the Christians are not doing that. I think it's about time we accept to marry more than...
can marry more.
Some people do that?
If they want. They can.
Really?
In their tradition. But when you do the white wedding, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Sign. But when you marry in the traditional space, you go and...
You can actually get another one.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you go and sign, it's just one. The law.
Okay. So is it why we are not supposed to go and sign?
Why? That is not what we are preaching. We are not preaching that one.
Okay.
One. That is it.
Okay. But like that's what I'm saying. Okay. So you see, it's different. There are some emotions that are different for ladies and are different, totally different for guys.
So let's look at it from the child's perspective. This is where we are born, and then maybe a family member comes and be like, Fred doesn't look anything like our brother or cousin or whatever. So they are insisting that your mom takes a test to make sure that the kids, maybe like they say, how to call it? Your father is dead and their inheritance involved, blah, blah, blah. At the kids' perspective, where we have grown, we've known this man all our lives, that it's our dads, and then a test come and it's a negative. That this is the person you've known all your life. How do you navigate if you're in a situation like that? Like, how do you feel? Let's take your dad is dead.
Yes, my dad is actually dead. So, so
let us that you find out that the man you've known, grown together, he has groomed you, take you to parks, eating together, beating you, advised you, boys about girls, bro, have a real good connection with your dad. And you find out at this big age of yours that it was not your dad. How do you deal with that?
I think I'm going to be very heartbroken.
Aside that emotion,
I don't think
How are you actually going to deal with stuff?
I don't think it's going to be easy to navigate that. Because if I'm to take my dad, for example, looking at the kind of connection I had with my dad and whatever that he told me or some of the things that he taught me, trust me, it's not going to go down easy for me. I'm going to feel a little bit drained. But you see, the funny thing is that I don't think I'm going to blame him.
I don't
think I'm going to blame him. Yes,
the one you don't want to blame might be your mom.
Exactly. I think my range is going to go towards my mom because I feel like that did everything for me. You understand?
Yeah.
And later for me to find out that that wasn't my real dad. It means you see, and one thing about ladies is that they know the real father. So, do you know that?
I was about to say, could it be that a circumstance that maybe the lady stepped out, like you said, something just happened one time?
What prevented you from telling my dad?
Now he's gone. Like you did bad stuff with somebody.
That's fine, but the question
went
is,
home and did bad stuff.
You see,
man.
The question is,
don't know.
I understand, but the question is, what prevented you from telling my dad?
That what? Something happened.
Yes, that maybe Fred might not be your biological and son.
Might not be. Is her suspecting that you might not?
So that's fine. You see, I always, you see, this is the question you asked me. Okay, this is, I'm a grown food man. I'm a grown man now.
Yep.
You understand? Now, this is somebody that I grew up knowing to be my dad or as my dad. Now I have the idea that he's not my dad. Do you think I'm going to feel okay? No, you understand what I'm saying? It is going to be a whole, and that's what I'm saying, that I'm not even going to be, the man is dead and gone, okay? He has taught me a whole lot of things. I'm ever going to be grateful and appreciate, okay? But I think that annoyance is going to go to my mom. You understand what I'm saying? It's surely going to go to my home, because growing up and knowing this man to be my dad, and then now he's gone, that I'm getting to know that he's, what am I going to tell to, like, how am I going to have that conversation with him?
Yeah.
What am I going to tell him? How am I even going to apologize to him that I didn't know?
How are you going to apologize? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. But you see, imagine, you see, sometimes, you know, in this instance, the story that I shared again, another story came out that the kids actually went to apologize to the man. Because they feel like, at the end of the day, you know, whatever the man has done for them, you understand? They did it.
Deserving of it.
Thank you.
I don't think that should be the way forward.
Fine, but that is how they feel. You know, everybody and their emotions. Because that's what I'm saying. So imagine calling someone dad, the person taking care of you. And now you've grown to have this kind of attachment to this person.
Maybe they will have a conversation about the whole thing. As to apologizing that
no, see, this thing, it will take like forever for my mom to be able to apologize to me or that, like, explain to me. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, we are supposed to love our mothers dearly, but if this thing happens, I feel like I'll cut her off. I'm not telling you the truth too. No, you see.
What if she has a very legit reason? Very legit that you would understand. It doesn't make it right, but you would understand.
Okay.
Or maybe she did not know. Like I said, something just happened. Something happened and has a serious boyfriend. Went home and still do bad stuff with them.
How do you not know? How do you not know?
The thing where they say women always know the dads. I don't know if
it is true. It is entirely true.
Well, I've not been there.
Yes, but I feel it is entirely true because, see, you can have multiple partners. Do you understand? You can't tell me that you don't know who actually released inside you.
Or maybe all of them are doing it. How would you know? So I'm saying it might not be entirely true because you're doing it with this one, and it's, you know, things are going inside. You might feel like you're flashing it, you're peeing or whatever, but you're trying all your best to prevent it. But you never know which actually swimmer gets to your egg.
Fine, but don't you think that is the fact, or that's the necessity?
So maybe then the woman can do a secret.
Thank you. And find out that. And the moment you find out that, no,
you need to
tell the man.
It might turn your world upside down. Not that I'm fronting on not saying, but some of these circumstances make them do what they do. It doesn't make it right.
With they bleed, oh, boys, they bleed. Oh. You see, that's what I want people to
say. Oh my goodness, that part when you say, I will not agree.
With they bleed, oh.
Because
boys are bleeding, oh. You see, our problem, somebody said, our problem started the moment God created women. That was when our problem started.
God spoke to Adam before God did what he did. Asked Adam's permission and even took his own. You agreed to it. You confronted it. So don't.
You see, the thing is, we didn't know this what people were coming to. I'm sure Adam didn't know.
I'm very sure Eve too didn't know that you.
No, Eve the on him. On him.
On him said
on him.
So where's the line between protecting yourself and then undermining your relationship? Now you find out your kids are not yours. How do you protect yourself? How do you protect the kids, especially when they're small? Do you go asking where their dad is, who they are real? Like, do you be like it's over, you carry them to their dads, or find out? How do you deal with it? How do you protect your peace aside dealing with all the uncertainties that is happening and undermining your relationship? Mind you, we are humans.
Yeah.
Mind you.
But this thing is not something that you can just easily get up and forgive. You know?
This is where everything be seen.
But this is not something you can easily forgive. For me personally, I don't think I'm going to stop taking care of the kids or seeing the kids as my children.
You sure?
Yes, I think it's still going to be that way. Especially when you see we go attached to kids. So you understand what I'm saying? And especially if the kids also feel the same way about you, you don't have any problem.
This is where the kids are small. Are you going to like?
So that is the
are you going
perfect
to
time for
demand
me.
the woman?
Oh, of course. I wouldn't say demand, but I'm surely going to ask who their father is. Okay.
What if she doesn't give him? Like answer you or give you straight answer that, oh, this is the best. Like how do you do if she doesn't give you that?
I think there's even going to get to a point. I'm just with the father if you don't want to tell.
You're gonna be okay.
I'm not. No, it doesn't mean I'm okay. It means that I'm not in a relationship with you again. No, that really it has ended.
So how
That particular.
the kids when
So that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That for the kids, I'm going to just take care of them anyway. If the mom is going to allow me, you understand. But the question of keep asking who their dad is and you don't want to tell me, I don't think I'm going to continue asking you that. You understand? I wouldn't continue. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Maybe I've asked several times, you're not telling me. It ends there. But the kids, I'm going to still take care of the kids. But it also means whatever we have going on, you see, that
ends.
Thank you.
When you will apologize.
But
mine will just end.
Is it mine? I only asked for something. You understand? And it came out to be negative. Yours, you've actually produced something that is not mine. And you see, I keep telling you, like, what people don't understand is what people don't understand is it is not the fact that you've actually lied, though. It's the fact that we've actually believed, thank you, that these things are ours. And then now we are finding out that it is not. Now you cry even growing up. If your mom or dad just lied to you, like, oh, my toe we am out. You understand? Then later I come and find out saying, yo, dear, how do you feel?
I get.
You understand? So it is not something that men can just easily let go.
Okay. So let's look at the other side. Some situation, the other guy definitely know that these are my kids that another man is taking care of.
And he wouldn't give a fuck about it.
Because they are still doing bad stuff behind, like the Game of Thrones
situation.
Where the queen had chased by the
episode
brother.
you're talking about.
Like an example, you see, the brother knew the kids are his, but they're princess and prince, whatever. Now, the other situation where the other guy who might have fathered the kid does not know. How do you think? Like, then you are home and yeah, they are mania best patrol. Una pro wamania say so like we think that you are the father of this child. As the father that you did not know, how are you going to deal with it? Like they just tell you you're a father of a kid that you had no idea. Be like you had an affair a while back, maybe 8 years ago. Now the kid is 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
How are you going to deal with it? Because you never thought that you had such a responsibility, but the responsibility staring right to your face.
I think I'm still going to feel like the same way the man that taught the children. I'm still going to feel the same way.
And are you going to think the woman as in deceived you or was not truthful to you?
Exactly. The woman was just a very deceitful person.
My God, this
you understand?
Person.
Yeah.
I get this.
That is how I'm going to feel.
The seriousness of the situation.
You know, it won't be so bad to know that you have a kid somewhere. But it actually becomes very bad when you realize that so all these years, I had zero idea about it. What prevented you from telling me? Maybe it it was just a one night stand. Everybody went somewhere, so we've never had that kind of togetherness again. We've not met anywhere again. But then somehow this thing has popped up and we've met. And you told me, or I got the idea that this kid is mine. That is totally different. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's totally different. This in instance like this, I can understand because I feel like, yeah, I didn't even get your number or we didn't even meet anywhere again.
For you to reach
out. So even if you want to tell me, you wouldn't get the opportunity to tell me. So that's understandable. But in the instance where maybe we meet each other frequently, you see me somewhere, or we are even parties, let me put it that way. And then I have zero idea about it. The minimum say, "Wow, you've given birth." No, you know what I'm saying? And then the kid is actually mine. So you deceive me and we're deceiving your husband. Oh, descendants of Eve. Descendants of Eve. No, is it that's total wickedness? Oh. I feel like that should be like they should amend that in court. Should be like a murder case. When you do that, yes, you should be jailed like the way they would jail someone who has killed someone. Because that's what you've actually done. You know how like it's like you're not getting the thing. I am getting. Are you sure you're getting it? Imagine. Hey. Yeah. You think it is? That's why some people they bring out gun and then they shoot to know.
But women would never know that feeling because at the end of the day, regardless of the dad, she's the mom.
Yeah.
The other half is her. So she would never know how to take care of another man's kid without knowing that the kid is not her.
You see, one thing that I heard people saying online is the fact that, some of these people that they get pregnant for are not ready to get married, or they're not ready to settle down, or they're not even ready to take care of kids. So they give it to the nearest person who looks financially stable and ready to cater for it. So, no, when you say this, does it settle down well with you?
Right. I get you. Doesn't make you right.
If I've had something to do with you, even if I'm not stable, and then something has come out of it, you feel it is not right for me to know. That is fine. Oh, I'm also there. No, we will talk about them later. You know what I'm saying?
They deny it plain.
No, you see, it is different if a man denies it. Listen, I'm not saying it's good. Listen, if you bring it to me and I deny it, it doesn't make it right for you to go and give it to someone else.
I don't think those situations where people have actually denied, they take it to the other side.
People do that.
Really?
Yes, Mikachi could just say this pregnancy or say any day. So now Kwame too was in the picture. So Kwame, I decided to give it to Kwame. At least Kwame, dear Mikachi, he was happy about it. You see the thing?
You might not even give her the opportunity to be like, I don't think the baby's yours.
You understand what I'm saying?
He's already buying baby clothes.
And there are some guys like that. They are ready to have. You see, the ones they know they have had something to do with you.
They are ready to take the responsibility.
Well, exactly. There are some men like that. They don't know how to be like, now we are sure say media. There are men like that. So the moment you see that this man is like that, you feel like, oh, wait a minute, go catch her now. Like somebody like Yima, I always keep saying that the Yima, if you bring pregnancy to Yima will accept it.
Of course, for him to accept it means he has been.
Exactly. It means he has done something with you before.
It means he has been there.
Yima will not even ask you for DNA test. Unless me now I influence him. But you see what I'm talking about. But that is the problem. You see, so in this kind of circumstances, okay, you can't blame the guy. I'll always end up blaming the women because, what I meant by it, you can't blame the woman with the scenario I said. You can't blame the woman because this is the stand where she had no idea of where you are for her to even tell you. You understand? So you see, scenario like this, it can be managed. But even with that, I can tell you that. So why didn't you tell the person that you ended up settling down with that this baby is not yours?
No.
Yes.
What is preventing our women of being honest?
Exactly. And there are some guys, they don't mind if you tell them that this might not be yours. You understand what I'm saying? There are some guys, because they love you, they will still accept you for the fact that, they say we're your first one. And you understand? So let's manage this. The second one should be mine.
Yeah, because some men actually marry single.
Exactly. You understand?
So it actually boils down to honesty.
No, yes, that's what it takes. So you see, there are some men when you are honest about it.
To bounce.
Of course, me I'll bounce. No, you.
Hey, you must say he bounce. But no. Of it, he's going to leave.
Yes, me. Oh no, of course, it is understandable. But some men too will stay. You understand what I'm saying? Some men too will stay. You see, the idea of even taking something that doesn't belong to someone and giving it it should stop. It should stop. Don't even think about it. It should stop. Because these are things that are creating problems. People are dying out of this.
I know, their BP will be...
I'm telling you, that's why people are shooting and all those kind of things. committing suicide and all. This it's not
The
easy.
violence part is not good.
Let's just stop it. Just tell the young man, just tell the man, it is not yours. It is better for him to abandon you. At least you spoke the truth. No, you understand what I'm saying?
It boils down to us women.
Exactly. But what thing doesn't boil down to you? You know what I'm saying? Everything.
A lot of things, except for this one.
Except for what?
This one.
Somebody told me that. Imagine, you see, when you give birth to a man, it's trouble. All his life, he's come to grow up, to work and everything, and still come back to come and use that same thing to take care of a woman. What's the point?
The point is God created us. Yeah, but in your case, you
Wow.
go be
And to move higher.
Yeah, but in your case, you want to mean you can't do anything about it. You have to work and come and take care of it.
Let me also ask you this question real quick, okay? Why do you women feel the need to give someone's pregnancy to a different person? Why do you ladies do that?
I cannot talk for all ladies.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think that I would be able to, because I'm too conservative. Like, I'm a conservative woman because of where I'm coming from. So I will not I can't be bold and sit here and say this and that is the reason why some women are doing. Like I said, some may have the legit reason. It still doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right, guys. So since everything is boiling down to us in the DNA space, please let's try do better by ourselves. Like, it's even self-respect.
Yeah.
Let's do right by ourselves and by our men. You let them know if they want to stay, they do. If they don't, let them stay. It's way better than the future consequences that will happen. So, guys, thank you so much.
So let me advise my guys. For my guys, please always demand a DNA test. Demand
Always
it.
demand a DNA test.
If you are not sure, demand it. Even if you are sure, demand it.
I think
when you finish, we'll apologize.
Angry is if, like you said, the government has made it mandatory.
Yeah, they certainly will
happen. If I'm staying in my house, where my husband come home one day, come demand, and then it comes out that you are the.
What if I tell you that, baby? I come down, I'll be like, baby,
It's
I love
not
you
the
so
how,
much,
babe.
right?
I'm saying it's not the how. The mandatory is only what is going to save you. You understand? That's the only thing that will be like. The hospital is demanding it, or like the government is demanding it before. That is the only way that's gonna save you. Later, 3 years, 4 years, or even grown ass kid, and then you come and tell me, Nana, my bag should be pampered.
I'll buy you range and apologize.
I know. So, guys, tell us your opinions about DNA tests nowadays, how people are being deceived, and then let's know your view. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.